Story number 2. The Goddess. 27th of January, 2025. The night was quiet, so I quickly fell asleep. Around midnight, my third eye lighted up. The light was warm and intense. It had a fine, grainy texture to it, and it was crossed by a round-shaped line. It looked like a limestone, at least it gave me that impression. As I saw the light, I immediately knew that I've seen it before. But at the time, I wasn't able to talk to spirits. What came next, it was a powerful experience that I'll never forget. I was lying on my right shoulder, with a pillow on my head and another one underneath. Suddenly, my entire body got stuck. My heart was racing, and I was hyperventing. It felt like someone put a force jacket on me, so I couldn't move at all. I felt a light pressure which started from my feet upwards and slowly covered my entire body. Then, as the spirit approached my head, I felt a pressure over the pillow which was covering it. It was a light pressure, and I could hear the sparkly noise of the feathers inside the pillow crushing into each other. The presence of this spirit was way more powerful compared to what I have experienced so far. I was terrified. Stuck in one position, I mentally started to communicate with the spirit with the calmest attitude I could express. "Who are you?" Then I heard a female voice whispering into my left ear. "We are the cousins of Vasile and Joanna." With my head between two pillows, I wasn't sure about the last word she said. "Vasile and who?" I asked. She repeated the last name, but I still couldn't hear it well. It was the voice of a woman in her 30s, I guess. Her voice was calming and sweet. "What is your name?" "Donna," she responded. Unfortunately, I wasn't sure about this name either. "Donna?" I asked. "Yes," she said. I thought this was a powerful experience, so to confirm I wasn't dreaming, I have opened my eyes. When I opened my eyes, I couldn't believe what I saw. Heat-like waves all over in the front of my eyes. The furniture was bouncing back and forth. Inside the bedroom, every straight line of furniture was bent. I could see the distortions of the green LED light as well, running in waves. Following, I closed my eyes and realized that my eyeballs were rapidly moving from one side to the other. I was sweating, hyperventing, and at the same time thinking, "Well, Dan, this is what you get if you're messing around with spirits." Instantly, as I thought this, the spirit has left, leaving a powerful sensation of skin pinches and waves of goosebumps all over my body. Soon after this experience, I fell asleep and woke up in the morning feeling puzzled and shocked of what has happened during the night. I still couldn't tell anyone about this experience. It was so new to me that I didn't want to worry anyone. I decided to tell people about these stories when the time will be right. Since she had a powerful presence, I decided to call this visitor the Goddess. At this point, I was wondering who the Goddess came to visit in the neighborhood. There are 4 neighbors bearing the name of Vasile living down the street. Since I wasn't sure about the other 2 names that the spirit has mentioned, I still don't know which one of my neighbors she referred to. Even if I knew, should I just go and tell them about my experience? Would they believe me? How would this story sound to their ears? Would they consider me crazy? I had no solid evidence, so I gave up on it. I started to question the presence of the 2 spirits I have encountered so far. One of them seemed to be a powerful presence, while the other seemed to be low in energy. Why was there such a difference? Were they both angels? How did they find me? I had a truckload of questions, but no answers yet. It was just a matter of time to gain more experience. I also needed to know a bit of theory about spirit encounters, so I was up for learning more. As I assumed, the Goddess was an angel because she had a powerful presence and a sweet, calming voice. In regards to the first spirit I encountered, I didn't know who he was or where he came from. Was he another angel of a lower hierarchy? I could still not explain the burnt hair-like smell, though. To learn more about these visitors, I have decided to let them visit me. 29th of January, 2025. 2 days had passed and the Goddess paid me another visit, but this time her visit was short. It wasn't a full package experience, so to say, but I knew it was her because about 1 minute before her visit, I saw again the limestone picture in my third eye. As she came, I felt my entire body boiling and pinching all over, followed by a round of goosebumps that quickly covered my entire body for a second. Next, the sensations had faded away. The night went on, and I quickly fell asleep and had a short dream. Dream number 1. In this dream, I was sitting in a spacious car. The interior of the car was old. It had seats that looked like brown, dirty armchairs with plenty of holes in them and hanging split parts of fabric. The car had the engine on and suddenly started to go by itself. As it started moving, I was wondering how in the world the driver forgot to pull up the handbrake. In order to stop the car, I got in the driver's seat and grabbed the steering wheel. Next to the steering wheel, there was a long metal stick that seemed to be the manual transmission. I grabbed the stick, but it came out, and now there I was holding it in my hand while the car was running. Looking through the window, I saw that I was driving on the edge of a steep road. Suddenly, the side wheels got off that road, and the entire car with me inside of it has jumped and plunged towards a flat surface. As I landed on it, I drove further, and just before breaking into the wall of a building, I managed to stop the car. I was surprised about this short dream, and I immediately understood its meaning. The message was simple. It's new to you, but you'll be fine. You'll get experience, and finally, you'll know how this works. It was encouraging. End of story.
Note: as experience started to unfold, I have learned that spirit-induced short dreams are somewhat different than regular dreams. Regular dreams are usually connected to events, stresses, and worries that we have in general. They are expressions of our subconscious mind. Compared to regular dreams, spirit-induced dreams are vivid. Their action, words, or phrases represent answers to questions and pop as soon as one's almost fallen asleep. When I started to communicate with spirits, I didn't have any dream interpretation skills. I just went with the flow. However, with time, I had to check for a dream dictionary to deeply understand what spirits were trying to say. I have practically learned how to speak a new language. In many of these dreams, spirits instantly inserted in my mind messages or made me feel particular emotions. Soon, I came to realize that spirits are able to insert thoughts into our minds as well. This clearly means that not all of our thoughts are ours as we believe. This reminds me about a famous biblical scene depicted as a devil sitting on our left shoulder and an angel sitting on our right shoulder. Both of them whisper in our ears and tell us what to do, what to pick, or what to say. More likely, high vibrational spirits use several communication pathways, whispers, short dreams, or thoughts. End of note.